to introduce Edward Bennett, who is going to be our new assistant editor on international family law. So Edward, would you like to tell us more about yourself?
Well, I trained as a commercial solicitor at a big city firm and then left to transfer to the bar. But in so doing, I spent a couple of years working at the Court of Appeal, one of those years working for Lord Justice Thorpe as head of international family justice. And it became quite clear that whilst as a commercial lawyer, the focus was always on thinking about problems internationally, how different jurisdictions approach different issues. Such questions were equally, and if not more important, in an international family context, when you have to deal with the deeply emotional and sort of distressing circumstances that a lot of these families are finding themselves in, which is why I'm here today.
And then you became legal secretary to Sir Matthew, did you not? That was about a year ago?
Yes, that's right. No, my first year in the Court of Appeal was as a judicial assistant, so helping a Chancery Lord Justice on lots of complicated sort of trust and commercial appeals. However, because the court is quite small, you can't choose which appeals you do, and so I found myself working on so many family cases. I actually came to think these are far more important to work on than anything I had done before. So that really led me to Lord Justice Thorpe's door, and the rest is history.
So you were there for a year, and now you're going on to Chambers, where are you going?
No, that's right. No. I started as a solicitor, as I said, but I'm transferring over to the bar, and so I'll start as a pupil barrister at Field Court Chambers in Gray's Inn.
I mean, do you specialise from the beginning, or will you have to do general?
Well, the Chambers is best known for family law, but it doesn't just do that. But I would hope that I get to do as much family law as possible, particularly as much international, the better.
And what was your job like as legal secretary? Was it busy?
Well, it was certainly an immensely privileged year, I think, because given the sort of stature of sort of Lord Justice Thorpe as the sort of key world player in international family law, the opportunity just to engage with international family law issues at the level which he was engaging with them and to play a small role in contributing to that was immensely privileged. I mean, the vast focus of the role was to help facilitate transnational judicial collaboration, so encouraging judges of different jurisdictions to speak to each other in cases where two judges from two different jurisdictions are dealing with the same family in an international family case. And this really spanned the whole spectrum of family law disputes, from child abduction to the flip side of that, relocation, but also big money cases, international adoption, and other sort of more nuanced areas.
And we got to know each other, didn't we? Because I asked you to help, and then you kind of took over the preparation of the special issue for Sir Matthew. How was that? How did you find that? I mean, you obviously had a ready-made list of contributors there. Was that an easy task?
I think it wasn't an easy task, but it was a fun task. I mean, the key problem was that Lord Justice Thorpe had an impact across so many different areas of family law for so many different countries that it was important, first of all, to acknowledge just the breadth of people who wanted to say thank you, but also the breadth of legal areas in which he'd had an impact. And then, as Lord Justice Thorpe was saying in his conversation with you earlier, the key thing is not necessarily to be retrospective about how you're looking at these issues, but to contemplate looking forwards. So I had to get an element of looking both backwards, but also how to engage with the issues of the future in there as well. And I hope the issue represents sort of an attempt to capture that.
Well, it certainly does, and it is available to anybody. You don't have to be subscribed. I think we might be selling individual issues with the hope that you will subscribe when you see the quality of the journal itself. And it's great that you're staying on as our assistant editor. Are you going to get time to do this? You are going to have a busy
I certainly
life.
hope to. I mean, I really do think that this journal has quite an important role to play because, as Sir Matthew Thorpe was saying, international family law is becoming more and more important. There are more and more cases across the world, and there is a knowledge gap which really does need filling and engaging with as more and more practitioners from across lots of different jurisdictions, whilst they might have started their career only doing one or two of these cases, they're cropping up more and more and more. And the more engagement that this journal can help to bring to tackling those issues, the better.
And of course it is the only English-speaking printed publication
Yes,
in the jurisdictions.
absolutely.
It is unique.
It is unique.
Yes. Edward, thank you, and I look forward to working with
Thank
you
you.
for a long time to come.
Thank you.